The battlefield was silent now. Smoke drifted between the broken metal of fallen ships, and the bodies of those who never stood up again. Among the wreckage, a human soldier walked slowly, careful not to step on anything that might explode. His name was Daniel. His armor was cracked, his rifle was empty, but he was still alive. That alone felt like a miracle then. He heard it, a sound soft, weak, but filled with pain. He turned his head sharply. Between two burning engines lay a figure. It wasn't human. Her skin shimmered pale silver under the firelight. Her hair, long and dark blue, spilled over her shoulders like water. She was young, at least she looked young by human eyes. Her body was slim yet strong, shaped like a warrior but trembling like she couldn't hold herself up anymore. She tried to rise, but collapsed again. Her hands clutched her thighs. Her breath came in sharp, broken gasps. Daniel froze. An alien? An enemy? Or just another survivor? She looked up at him with wide, glowing eyes. Human? She whispered, voice weak. Don't leave. I can't stand. Daniel's fingers tightened on his empty rifle. This could be a trick. A wounded alien waiting for him to come close, then she'd kill him. He'd seen that before, but something about her voice stopped him. It wasn't rage. It wasn't hate. It was pain. Real pain. He stepped closer slowly. Her body shifted, legs pressing together tight. She winced, her lips trembling. It hurts. Between my legs, she breathed, almost too soft to hear. I can't move. I can't walk. Daniel's throat went dry. The words, the way she said them, it sounded wrong, dirty even. His mind instantly went to places it shouldn't, especially now surrounded by fire and death. But the look on her face wasn't teasing. It was desperate. He knelt beside her. Her skin glistened with sweat, her body shaking. She grabbed his wrist suddenly, her touch burning hot. You have to help me, she whispered. If you don't, I'll die here. Daniel swallowed hard. Her hand was soft, but her grip was strong, almost begging him not to let go. Does it hurt? He asked carefully. Her lips parted. Her voice was shaky. Between my legs, the wound. She shifted her thighs just enough for him to see the truth. Not teasing. Not a trick. Blood. A deep cut ran across her upper thigh. Dangerously close to her hip. It pulsed with strange glowing veins, as if alien energy itself was leaking from her. Daniel cursed under his breath. This wasn't something he had training for, but he had one choice, either help or watch her bleed out. I'm going to look at it, he muttered. Her eyes locked on his. Then hurry, or I won't last long. His hands moved to his med kit, but his heart pounded too fast. He was a soldier, not a medic. And the way she breathed when his hands brushed near. Her skin, it was driving him crazy. Her voice trembled again. You're hesitating. Are you shy, human? Daniel glanced at her, startled. I'm not shy. I just don't know if I can save you. She gave a weak, almost wicked smile. Then at least try. Touch me and see what happens. He froze. Was she teasing him now? Or was this just how her people spoke? The silence between them stretched. Her body arched slightly as another wave of pain hit her. She cried out, grabbing his arm again, pulling him closer. Her lips brushed near his ear as she gasped, Don't let me die like this. Daniel clenched his jaw. He had to act. He tore open a bandage from his kit, pressing it against the glowing wound. She moaned loud. Sharp, almost too much like pleasure. His body stiffened at the sound. You're enjoying this? He muttered, sweat dripping down his face. Her smile was weak, her eyes half closed. Maybe, but isn't that better than me screaming in pain? He didn't know whether to laugh or curse. Her words carried double meanings, and each one hit him harder than the last. The bandage absorbed the glowing liquid, but the energy spread again, deeper into her thigh. Her body trembled violently. She gasped, clutching at his chest plate. "Closer," she begged. "Don't stop." "I can't stand if you stop." Daniel's heart raced. His hand hovered inches from her wound again. He wanted to pull away, but her eyes pleaded with him. For a moment, time froze. The fire burned around them. The battlefield was silent, and it was just him and her, caught in something that felt far too dangerous and far too intimate. Her lips parted one last time. Her voice was barely a whisper. "Human, well, you heal me or leave me here to die." Daniel's fingers hovered above her wound. His body tense. His mind torn between duty and desire. Comment question for engagement. If you were Daniel, would you risk touching her again to save her, or walk away before things went too far? Asterisk. Daniel's hand hovered just above her wound. The alien. Girl's eyes locked on his, glowing faintly, shimmering like they could pierce right into him. "Why do you hesitate?" She whispered, breath shallow. "Because I don't know if this will save you or kill me." Daniel muttered. Her lips curved into a weak smile. "That's what makes it exciting, human." He clenched his jaw. She was injured, bleeding out, yet she still had the strength to tease him. Or maybe that was just her way of hiding the pain. Finally, he pressed the bandage deeper against the glowing cut. The reaction was instant. Her body arched. A sharp gasp escaped her lips, echoing too loud in the silence. Daniel froze his mind, screaming that it sounded less like pain and more like something else. Her fingers clawed at his armor. "Don't stop. Don't you dare stop," she hissed between breaths. Daniel gritted his teeth. "I'm not trying to enjoy this. I'm trying to save your life." She let out a soft laugh, shaky but playful. "Strange. It feels like you're doing both." Her words sent heat crawling up his neck. He pressed harder, trying to ignore the way she shivered. Beneath his touch, the glowing veins pulsed brighter. Daniel's eyes widened. The wound wasn't just bleeding, it was alive, spreading strange energy through her flesh. "What the hell are you?" he whispered, her head turned, lips brushing near his ear. "The one who needs your hands more than your words." His throat went dry. She knew exactly what she was saying, and exactly how he was hearing it. Still, he kept working. He pulled out a sealant spray, shaking the can. The hiss of the mist touched her wound, and she cried out again, her back arching off the ground. Daniel cursed under his breath. "Do all your kind sound like this when they're being healed?" She smirked faintly, even through the pain. "Or maybe only when it's you doing the healing." Her breathing slowed for a moment, and Daniel thought she might be stabilizing. But then he saw new cracks of light spreading up her thigh, glowing under her skin like fire. "This isn't working," he muttered. "My kit isn't enough." Hand shot out, grabbing his wrist, forcing it back onto her skin. Her eyes blazed with urgency. "Your touch slows it down. Don't you see? Your body, your heat, it fights the energy." Daniel blinked. "You mean I have to—" "Yes," she cut in, voice heavy. "Only you can keep it from spreading. Only human touch can stop it." Daniel wanted to call it insane, wanted to push her hand away. But her grip was fierce and her voice soft. Desperate. "Please, human," she whispered. "I don't care if it embarrasses you. I don't care if it feels wrong. Just don't let me fall apart." Daniel inhaled sharply, heart pounding. He wasn't trained for this. He wasn't supposed to be this close, but her body trembled violently, the glow racing higher, and he knew if he didn't act, she'd be gone. So he pressed his palm fully against her wound. Her cry echoed through the ruins. A mix of pain and pleasure, so raw that even Daniel felt his own chest tighten at the sound. She clung to him, nails scraping against his armor, lips parting in shaky breaths. "More Harder, he muttered through clenched teeth. You're going to make me lose my damn mind? Her answer was a soft laugh, broken by gasps. Then lose it with me. The glow slowed. He could see it now, the spreading veins pulsed less wildly, dimming where his hand pressed dot. It was working, but the cost. The closeness, the heat of her body pressing against his, it was driving him insane. He pulled his hand back for just a second, gasping for air. Her eyes snapped open, furious and pleading all at once. Don't stop, human. Don't you dare stop, she cried, pulling his hand back herself, pressing it down even harder. Her voice cracked, breathless. If you let go now, I won't survive. Touch me until it's gone. Daniel's mind screamed at him to stay calm, to focus, to not think about the way her words dripped with double meanings, but his body, his racing heart, told another story. Her trembling slowed, the glow dimmed further. She relaxed slightly, her chest rising and falling against his dot, her lips curled into a faint smile. See, you're better at this than you thought. Daniel shook his head. This isn't how I plan to spend my day. Her eyes glimmered, teasing even as she bled. And yet, you're still here, still touching me. Maybe you like it more than you admit. Before he could reply, a sound echoed through the ruins. Boots, heavy steps. Shadows moving closer. Daniel tensed, grabbing his weapon empty or not. The alien girl tightened her grip on him, whispering, Don't leave me. If they find me like this, they'll kill me. Daniel's eyes narrowed. Enemy patrols. Closing. And fast, her wound still glowing under his hand. He had seconds to choose. Stay with her and risk being caught, or pull away and save himself. Comment question for engagement. If you were Daniel, would you keep your hand on her to save her? Life or pull away before the enemy found you like this? The footsteps grew louder, echoing through the ruins. Daniel pressed himself against the broken wall, pulling the alien girl with him. She was lighter than he expected, her silver skin warm against his armor. He held her close, his hand still, pressed against her glowing wound. Quiet, he whispered, tightening his grip over her mouth. Her wide eyes stared up at him, not in fear, but in something else. Something he wasn't ready to name. The enemy patrol passed slowly, their shadows stretching long in the firelight. He could hear their voices, harsh alien words, hunting for survivors. The girl trembled in his arms, not only from pain, but from being pressed against him so tightly. Her body shifted against his, and he cursed under his breath. Stop moving. Her muffled laugh vibrated against his palm. When he finally let her breathe, she whispered with a wicked smile, You pressed harder than the wound hurts. Daniel's jaw tightened. Not the time. Maybe, she whispered, lips brushing close to his ear, but you didn't complain. Either. The patrol moved further away, their shadows fading. The danger passed, but the heat between them did not. Daniel slowly eased his hand from her thigh, only to see the glow flare again. She gasped sharply, grabbing his wrist with both hands, dragging it back. Don't you dare, she hissed. You think I'm playing? But if you stop, it spreads again. Do you want to watch me burn from the inside? Her grip was desperate, her voice trembling, but the way she stared at him, half begging, half teasing, made his pulse hammer harder. Daniel shook his head. This is insane. You're making me your healer, your medicine. She cut him off, voice low and sultry. Despite her pain, maybe I'm making you my mate instead. The words hit him like a bullet. His breath caught in his throat. Mate, he muttered, glaring at her. You don't even know me. Her smile was weak but defiant. I know enough. No other human would risk touching me like this. No other soldier would hold me so close, even while the enemy hunts him. That makes you different, and I like different. Daniel cursed under his breath, but he didn't move his hand away. and she noticed. Her lips parted slowly, teasing. See, you could have pulled away, but you stayed. Why human? Duty or desire? He wanted to answer quickly, to shut her down. But her voice wrapped around him like smoke, and nothing came out. The silence stretched. Her breathing slowed, eyes fluttering shut. Then suddenly, her hand slid from his wrist to his chest plate, pressing against his heart. You're shaking too, she whispered. Not just me. Daniel's pulse raced. He should have pulled away. Should have told her she was wrong. But deep down, he knew she wasn't wrong. Her wound pulsed under his palm again, glowing brighter for a moment before dimming. She sighed softly, relief mixed with something else. Strange. She murmured, your touch heals me more than your medicine. Maybe it's not science. Maybe it's something deeper. Daniel snorted. You're talking like this is fate. I don't believe in fate. Her eyes opened slowly, locking onto his. Then believe in me. The way she said it, it wasn't just a plea to save her life. It was something more dangerous. Something that pulled at him harder than the battlefield ever had. He leaned back slightly, shaking his head. You don't trust me. You're just desperate. Her smile curved sly. And yet I let you touch me here, between my legs. Does that look like distrust? The air between them thickened. Her words, her trembling body, the glow beneath his. Hand it all blurred the line between saving her and wanting her. For a moment, he almost forgot the battlefield around them. Almost forgot the danger. But then another sound. This time, closer. A voice shouted orders in the alien tongue. The patrol was coming back. The girl's grip on him tightened, fear flashing across her face. If they find me, they'll kill me. Not because I am wounded, but because I'm with you. Daniel blinked. With me? Her voice trembled. Now stripped of teasing. They'll think I've betrayed them. That I chose you instead of them. And maybe... She hesitated, lips brushing against his ear again. Maybe they're not wrong. Daniel's stomach twisted. This wasn't just survival anymore. It was something deeper, dangerous, tempting. The footsteps grew louder. The shadows closed in. Again, she clung to him, whispering fiercely, So tell me, human, am I your enemy still, or something else? Daniel's hand pressed firmer against her wound, his mind tearing in two directions, duty and desire. The patrol's light swept over the ruins, about to expose them both. Daniel had seconds to decide keep holding her close and risk it all, or let go and lose her forever. Comment question for engagement. If you were Daniel, would you trust the alien girl's words and hold her tighter, or push her away before the patrol discovers you? Asterisk, the patrol's torchlight swept across the wreckage. Broken steel and burning debris glowing in flashes of white. Daniel pressed the alien girl down, holding her tightly against his chest. His hand was still firm on her wound, feeling the strange pulse under her skin. Don't move, he whispered sharply. Her breath warmed his neck, shaky but soft. I can't. You're holding me too close. He almost cursed. Even in danger, her words dripped with teasing. The shadows passed closer. Voices barked in the alien tongue. Boots crunched over glass and steel. They were searching every corner. Daniel's grip tightened. He shifted his body to shield her completely, covering her like armor. She gasped, her body pressing deeper into his. You're crushing me, she whispered. Then added with a sly smile, but I don't hate it. He grit his teeth. You're insane. Maybe. But so are you, she whispered back. You could have left me. But instead, you're here, pressed against me. The glow under his hand pulsed again, a wave of heat spreading up his arm. Her body shivered violently. He could feel every tremor against him. Quiet, he growled. They'll hear you. She bit her lip, muffling her voice. But her eyes shone with mischief even through the pain. Then maybe you should keep me quiet the way you did before. Daniel froze, remembering how he covered her mouth earlier. She was teasing him about it now, even with death just a step away. Her lips parted slowly, whispering, "Do it again." "Human, maybe I'll enjoy it more this time." Before he could respond, the patrol stopped right near their hiding spot. The alien soldiers spoke sharply, scanning the ruins. Daniel's heartbeat thundered. If they turned this way, it was over. Without thinking, he pressed his hand tighter over her mouth again. Her eyes widened, then softened. Instead of panic, her body melted against his. Trembling not just from fear, she let out a muffled sound, moan, half-gasp vibrating against his palm. His eyes widened. She was enjoying this, damn it, he muttered under his breath. The patrol lingered for what felt like forever. Finally, their boots shifted, their voices fading as they moved deeper into the ruins. Only then did Daniel release her mouth. She gasped for air, eyes gleaming with something wicked. "You pressed harder this time," she whispered, a smirk on her lips. "If I didn't know better, I'd say you liked shutting me up." Daniel rolled his eyes, but his ears burned. "I did it to keep you alive, and to keep me close," she teased, leaning her forehead against his chest. He ignored her, focusing on her wound again. But as soon as he lifted his hand, the glow flared brighter, spreading dangerously. "Damn it," he cursed, pressing back quickly. She moaned, arching under his touch. "See, you can't let go. Not now, maybe not ever." Her voice sent, heat shooting through him. He clenched his jaw. "Stop talking like that," she smirked. "Why, does it make you want me more?" Daniel stared at her. She was bleeding, hunted, trembling from both pain and heat, yet still smiling at him like she had already won. And worse. He wasn't sure she was wrong. Her body shifted again, pressing against him, breathless. "You feel it too, don't you? Your touch. It's not just healing me, it's changing me." Daniel blinked. "Changing you how?" Her eyes glowed brighter. "You'll see soon, if you keep your hands on me long enough." The way she said it, slow, teasing, almost daring, made his stomach twist. But before he could reply, a sharp sound cut the air. A flare lit up the ruins, casting everything in harsh light. The patrol had launched a signal. They were coming back, Daniel. Curse it, scanning the shadows, no way out, no weapon loaded. And here he was, one hand trapped on her wound, the other holding her trembling body. She pulled herself closer, lips brushing against his ear. "If they catch us like this, they'll think I betrayed them." Her voice lowered, husky. "And maybe I did." Daniel's heart pounded harder. The glow beneath his hand was growing again, her body trembling wildly. She clung to him, nails digging into his back. "Don't let go, human," she whispered, desperate now. "If you let go, I'll break apart before they even kill me." But enemy voices grew louder, boots storming toward their hiding place. Daniel's mind raced. Fight? Hide? Or keep holding her, risking everything for a girl he should have left behind? The enemy soldiers stopped right outside their cover, weapons ready. Daniel's hand was still on her glowing wound. Her body pressed against him, her lips inches from his comment question. For engagement, if you were Daniel, would you fight the patrol with her clinging to you, or risk everything by staying hidden in that intimate hold? The flare's light burned across the ruins. Daniel pressed himself deeper into the shadows, the alien girl trembling in his arms. His hand was still firm on her wound, but the glow beneath his palm had grown hotter, brighter, spreading across her thigh like fire crawling under her skin. She bit her lip hard, trying not to scream. But every few seconds, a gasp slipped out soft, sharp, and far too close to sounding like something else. "Quiet," Daniel whispered, holding her tighter. "They're right there." Her eyes met his wide, glowing, pleading. I can't. Hold it in, the heat, the burn, it's spreading inside me. Daniel's pulse hammered. He could feel it too. The heat from her wound was crawling up his arm, tingling in his chest, almost as if her body was feeding off his touch. Her legs trembled violently. She clutched at his chest, her nails scraping metal. Human, don't stop. If you stop, it will consume me. Daniel cursed under his breath. You're making this sound worse than it is. She smirked weakly, though her voice shook. Or maybe better than it is. Then it happened, her wound flared, a burst of light searing through the air. Her whole body arched against him, glowing veins spreading up her hip, across her stomach, even toward her chest. Daniel's eyes widened. It's moving too fast, her cry cut him off, raw and breathless. Then press harder. Don't hold back. He slammed his palm firmer against her, fighting to contain the spreading glow. Her scream echoed through the ruins, muffled only when he pulled her tight against him, burying her face into his shoulder. Her body shook uncontrollably, pressed so close that Daniel could feel every violent tremor against his own. He tried to steady her, whispering harshly, Stay with me. Don't you dare give in. Her lips brushed against his ear. If you keep touching me like this, I'll give in to something else instead. Daniel froze, breath caught in his throat. This wasn't just pain anymore. She was teasing him on purpose, even while her body burned. Damn it, he muttered. You really are insane, but he didn't let go. He couldn't. The glow slowly dimmed again, retreating slightly under his hand. Her chest heaved, her lips parting as she exhaled shakily. Her eyes met his, shining with both exhaustion and a dangerous spark. You feel it too, don't you? The connection. My body taking your strength. Daniel clenched his jaw. I feel something. Not sure I like it. Her smile curved sly, despite her sweat. Liar, your heart tells me otherwise. Her hand slid up his chest plate, pressing against the frantic beat of his heart. See, it races faster every time you touch me. Daniel swallowed hard, trying to push down the heat rising in him. Just focus on surviving. Her voice lowered, sultry even in weakness. Maybe surviving is the same as surrendering to you. Before Daniel could answer, her body convulsed again. The glow flared brighter than before, spreading higher toward her chest, down toward her knees. She cried out, clutching him desperately. It's too strong. I can't hold it back. Daniel grit his teeth. He pressed both hands against her thigh now, trying to trap the light inside. Her scream tore through the night loud sharp, but filled with something that made his own chest tighten. Her back arched violently, her body pressing against him so close it felt like no armor existed between them. She gasped, moaned, whispered his name in a voice that was too soft, too intimate. Daniel. His breath caught. She had never said his name before. Hearing it now, like that rattled him more than the battlefield ever had. The glow began to shift. No longer wild, but pulsing in rhythm. As if syncing with his heartbeat, her eyes widened. It's merging. With you, your touch is changing the flow. Daniel blinked. What the hell does that mean? Her lips trembled, whispering. It means if you stop now, I'll lose everything. But if you keep going, you'll be bound to me. The words hit him harder than any weapon. Bound to her? He stared at her, stunned. You planned this? She shook her head weakly. No, but fate did. And now, we don't get to choose. Her body convulsed again, glowing veins racing across her skin like living fire. She cried out, her voice breaking. Please, human, don't let go. Not now, not when I'm this close. The patrol's shouts echoed nearby again. They must have seen the flare of her glow. They were coming. Daniel's hands trembled on her skin. She clung to him, her lips brushing his ear one more time. If they see me like this, In your arms, they'll kill us both, but I don't care. Her eyes locked on his, burning with something between pain and desire. Because in this moment, I already chose you. Daniel's breath caught, his hands pressed harder against her, feeling the impossible heat surging through her. The light swelled again, threatening to burst out, and the enemy soldiers stormed closer, weapons raised. The glow in her body was seconds from exploding. The patrol was seconds from finding them. Daniel had no choice but to decide keep pressing deeper into her wound and bind himself forever, or let go and watch her break apart before his eyes. Comment question for engagement. If you were Daniel, would you keep your hands on her and accept the bond, or pull away and risk losing her completely? Asterisk. The ruins shook with footsteps. The alien patrol stormed past, their weapons glowing in the smoke. Daniel held the girl tighter, his hands still pressing her wound. The glow beneath her skin was wild, threatening to consume her whole body. Her nails dug into him as she gasped. Against his neck. It's changing me. I can feel it spreading. Your touch, it's binding to my blood. Daniel's heart raced. What the hell are you talking about? Her eyes glowed brighter, silver and gold, mixing in the firelight. You don't understand. My people don't heal like yours. We connect. Our bodies repair through closeness, through another's strength. He froze. You mean her? Lips trembled with a wicked, pained smile. Yes, I heal through touch, through you. Daniel swallowed hard, heat rising in his chest. That's insane, is it? She whispered, her voice husky. Then why is your hand slowing the glow? Why does your heartbeat calm mine? Why do I feel alive only when you're pressed against me? He wanted to deny it, wanted to shove her words away. But deep down, he knew she was right. Every time he pulled back, her body convulsed. Every time he pressed harder, she steadied. Breath was hot against his ear as she whispered, Humans, maybe this is why we fear you, not because you kill us, but because you can claim us. Daniel blinked. Claim you? Her smile deepened, even through pain. Yes, my body is proof. Your touch is not just healing me, it's marking me, making me yours. Daniel's stomach twisted. He hadn't asked for this. He hadn't planned to be anyone's but her. Trembling voice pulled him back. If my people see me like this, they'll know. They'll see your touch in me. They'll kill me because they'll believe I chose you. Daniel's chest tightened. Did you? Her eyes locked on his, burning even brighter. Yes. The word was soft, simple, but it cut through him like fire. For a moment, the world around them battled. Danger, enemy patrols faded. It was just the two of them. His hand on her thigh, her body glowing beneath his touch, and a truth he wasn't ready to face. She leaned closer, lips almost brushing his. You don't understand what you've started, human. My kind, we only heal like this with one person. One chosen mate. Daniel stiffened. Mate? Her whisper slid into his ear like silk. Yes, you are my mate now. The word stole his breath. His pulse hammered. His mind screamed at him. To reject it, to deny it. But his body didn't move. His hand stayed pressed against her, fingers trembling against her heat. You're lying, he muttered weakly. Her smile was dangerous, beautiful. Then take your hand away and watch me die. Daniel's throat went dry. He couldn't, not because she'd die, but because some part of him didn't want to. The glow under his palm dimmed again, sinking with his heartbeat. Her body relaxed slightly, her trembling less violent. She exhaled a shaky breath, whispering, See, you can't deny it anymore. Daniel stared at her, torn between anger and desire. You tricked me. Her laugh was weak, breathless. No, human. Fate tricked us both. Her head leaned against his chest, her hair brushing his chin. I never wanted this. But now that it's happened, I don't regret it. Daniel's jaw tightened. You barely know me? Her lips curved into a sly smile. Then teach me. Show me why humans fight harder than any species. Show me why your touch makes me burn. Her words carried double edges both, plea and provocation. But before Daniel could reply, the enemy shouted again. The patrol had spotted the faint trail of light her body left on the ground. They were coming closer. She gripped Daniel's chest, whispering urgently, if they take me, they'll rip this bond from me. They'll torture me until the glow fades, and I'll die. Daniel's stomach nodded. She wasn't just asking him to heal her anymore. She was asking him to protect her, to claim her openly. Her lips brushed his ear once more. So tell me, human, am I your burden? Or am I yours now in every way? The glow flared again under his hands, brighter than ever. The enemy patrol broke through the smoke, weapons raised, eyes locking on them. Daniel's hands were still on her glowing body. Her words burned in his mind. Mate, the enemy was seconds away. He had to decide fight with her at his side, or let her go and break the bond.com question for engagement. If you were Daniel, would you accept her as your mate and fight for her, or let go before the bond traps you forever? The alien patrol stormed through the ruins, weapons raised, shouting orders. Their armor gleamed in the firelight, their faces hard with rage. Daniel tightened his grip on the girl. Her body glowed brighter now, veins pulsing under his palms like living fire. She clung to him, trembling, but her eyes burned with something fierce. They see us, Daniel muttered. She pressed closer, whispering, then don't let go. If you do, I won't survive long enough to fight. Daniel's jaw tightened. He had no rifle, no backup. Just his fists and her. The first soldier leapt forward, blade sparking in the smoke. Daniel shifted, dragging her behind him, and slammed his armored fist into the attacker's throat. The alien dropped hard, choking, as the others rushed in. The girl cried, out, reaching for him. Daniel. The glow flared wildly, spreading across her body. She gasped, clutching her chest. The bond, it reacts when you fight. It pulls my life into yours. Daniel struck another soldier down, then looked at her sharply. Then stay alive, because if you fall, I fall too. Her lips parted in shock, then curved into a weak, dangerous smile. So we're already won? Another soldier charged. Daniel swung hard, but his body was burning now, heat crawling through him from where his hand had been on her. It wasn't just adrenaline. It was her. The girl pressed her glowing hand against his back, whispering something in her language. Suddenly his body surged with power, his movements faster, his strength doubled. Daniel's eyes widened. What? Did you just, she smirked faintly, shared myself with you. He didn't have time to argue. He ripped the enemy's weapon away and cut another soldier down. The rest pulled back, shouting to regroup. For a moment, silence. Smoke drifted. Daniel stood panting, covered in dust and blood, his hand still gripping the alien girl's. She leaned against him, her body hot, glowing veins flickering under her skin. You fought like one of us. No, stronger. Daniel swallowed hard. Stronger because of you. Her smile softened. Then don't deny it anymore, human. The bond is real. You're mine now, and I'm yours. His chest tightened. He wanted to deny it. Wanted to tell her this was madness. But looking into her glowing eyes, feeling the heat of her body pressed against his, he couldn't say the words. Instead, he muttered, You sound too proud of it. She leaned closer, lips brushing his ear. Would you rather I begged? Because I can do that too. Daniel froze, heat crawling through him. She laughed softly, breathless. See, you're already mine. I don't need chains. Just this. Her hand pressed against his chest, over his pounding heart. But then the ground shook. A deeper sound echoed through the ruins. The patrol hadn't retreated. They had called reinforcements. Dozens more shadows appeared through the smoke. Weapons drawn, surrounding them. Daniel cursed under his breath. We're trapped. The girl's glow flared brighter, her body trembling violently. She clutched at him, whispering in panic, "It's too much. The bomb, I can't hold it anymore. If you don't take me fully, I'll burn out." Daniel's eyes widened. Take you fully? Her smile was weak but seductive, even in pain. Yes, finish the bond. Claim me or watch me die here. Daniel's chest pounded. Enemy soldiers tightened their circle. Her glowing body shook in his arms. He had seconds to choose fight an impossible battle, or seal the bond she begged for. She pressed her forehead against his, whispering desperately, "Decide, human. Am I just a wounded alien to you, or am I yours?" Daniel's hands trembled on her skin. His heart screamed one answer. His mind screamed another. The soldiers raised their weapons. The glow in her body flared, blinding. Daniel had only one choice left: fight the enemy army while carrying her burning body, or claim her as his mate and unleash a power he didn't understand. Comment question for engagement. If you were Daniel, would you risk claiming her fully to unlock her power, or fight the enemy with your own strength and risk losing her forever?